this is going to be a good one. I'm really looking forward to this. I managed to get an invite on Singapore Airlines Inaugural 787-10 flight from Perth through to Singapore. It's a brand new product, brand new plane. They're the launch customer for the 787-10, and it features their brand new regional business class. This will eventually be the standard business class for them on all flights under about 8 hours. So I'm really lucky that I get to try it out. So join me and we'll go and see what it's like. I reckon it'll be good. I reckon it'll be pretty good. This being the inaugural flight, there was quite a festive feeling at check-in, complete with balloons and music provided by the West Australian Symphony Orchestra. Upon check-in, I was presented with a couple of small gifts and an invitation to the gate party. How are you?
Very well, and yourself?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Good.
There was more music in the lounge, as well as some really nice food. In the lounge, I also took the opportunity to catch up with the latest videos from two of my favourite flight reviewers, the two Pauls. First, there's fellow Aussie, Paul Stewart, and then there's Paul's trip reports from the UK, who manages to travel more than the rest of us combined. If you haven't done so, check them both out, and the links are below in the description. It was then time to head to the gate to join the party, which of course meant more food and music. No party is complete, however, without some speeches. Soon it was time to board, and it was time for more gifts. Then, waiting at our seat was a special 787-10 cupcake. I could get used to this sort of special treatment. Welcome aboard. Cheers. Here's to a great flight. There is one main business class cabin on the Singapore Airlines 787 with 9 rows. Seats are laid out in a 1-2-1 configuration with a total of 36 seats. All seats have direct aisle access. Each seat is offset from the one in front, making some of the seats in the middle more suitable for couples and some more suitable for single travellers, or couples that don't get on. As we were boarding, I also went to check out the economy class cabin. The 787-10 is the longest version of the 787, and there are 2 economy class cabins with a total of 301 seats. These are laid out in a 3-3-3 configuration and feature fully adjustable headrests, the latest Chris World entertainment system, and on this flight, special edition cupcakes. I was really impressed with these new regional business class seats. They are a massive improvement on the older product on the A330. The seat itself is very comfortable to sit in with good support and adjustable armrests. There is also a good amount of legroom. The wraparound walls of the seat give a great sense of privacy, and the warm brown colour palette of the cabin gives it a refined, relaxed feel. The seats have been clearly designed with practicality in mind, with well-placed power and USB ports, individual lighting and good storage. There is even a mirror in case you have an urgent need to look at yourself. The seat controls are easy to use, but unfortunately I forgot to press record, so I can't show them. At your feet there's a magazine holder with all sorts of stuff to read. The tray table slides out from under the entertainment screen. It's strong and sturdy and proved to be a good work surface. And because the armrest retracts, you can get out of your seat while the tray table is in use. The feature that I love the most on the 787 is the larger windows and the electronic shading system. At the touch of a button you can put sunglasses on your window and still see out. It's great. Coming out of Perth, we got to enjoy some really good views of the sunset. Soon after takeoff, a drink was served from the bar. I was in a single malt type of mood and the Highland Park hit the spot. On Singapore Airlines, the warm nuts are crushed, cooked and drizzled over chicken and beef. After the sartés, it was time for dinner. The starter was beautifully presented Parma ham with bocconcini, tomatoes and artichoke. It was delicious. I accompanied this with a lovely glass of Shiraz and the best tasting garlic bread I've had in the sky. For the main course, I used Singapore Airlines' excellent Book the Cook service. This allows you to choose from a large range of dishes a couple of days before departure via the Singapore Airlines website. I went with the lobster thermidor. It was lovely. For dessert, I couldn't go past the honey almond nougat ice cream. As expected, it tasted delicious, but the best bit is that it was served at the absolute best temperature, nice and soft. Normally ice cream served on flights is rock hard and super cold, but not on this one. It turns out that the crew on this flight had taken the ice cream out of the chiller whilst the mains were being served. It's a small thing, but this attention to detail is brilliant. Then, purely for filming purposes, I finished the meal with some cheese and an espresso. Oh yes, and a chocolate. The 787-10 features the latest upgraded version of the Singapore Airlines Kris World Entertainment System. An 18-inch high-definition screen ensures a clear, bright picture, and the system is easily controlled via the remote or the responsive touch screen. The new system is excellent and has some really cool features, allowing you to save your preferences and watch them on your next flight. There were plenty of choices of music, TV shows and the latest blockbuster movies. I decided to try one of Singapore Airlines' playlists and have myself a retro party. The route map was pretty good, but unfortunately Singapore Airlines does not feature any external cameras on their aircraft. I don't know the reason, but it's a real shame because I think they really enhance a flight. The 7810 is fully Wi-Fi enabled though. Business class passengers receive 30 meg free. After that you have to pay, and it is a bit pricey. I'm not sure if it was the remoteness of the route, but the Wi-Fi on this flight was a bit slow. The 30 meg allowed me to post some pics on Instagram and check out the stories of a couple of Adelaide-based aviation buffs, High Flyer ADL and Shredded Mozzarella, who happened to be featuring my Qantas first class video on his Instagram story. I thought it was pretty cool that I got to see that while flying. Upon boarding, each seat comes with a large comfortable pillow and blanket. Soon after, slippers, socks and an eye shade are provided. I would love to show you the amenities kit, but Singapore Airlines don't believe in them in business class. Sadly, there's also no PJs on Singapore Airlines business. Eventually it was time to try the lie flat bed feature on these new seats. The bed is fully flat and just over 6 foot in length. The footroom is reasonable, but it's definitely better on the bulkhead seats. A friend let me film his feet to demonstrate. Thanks, Brian. To help soften the noise, the seat walls are lined with padded material. I found the bed the most comfortable lying on my side. I did have a little bit of trouble falling asleep though, knowing that you guys were watching me. Now here in the forward galley is where all the magic happens. Tonight's meal, sensational. The ice cream, the first time I've ever had soft ice cream on board a flight. Fantastic. And Amanda and the team here have made it all happen.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Boeing.
No worries. I can honestly say I've never ever had a bad SQ crew. The SQ crew on board, always fantastic. The flight from Perth was only about 4.5 hours long, so there was just enough time for one more hot towel before we started our descent into Singapore. So we're in Singapore. Welcome to Singapore. That was an absolutely fantastic flight.
Thank you,
guys.
Mr. Boeing.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We'll instruct you outside the plane. Thank you. Thank you. That was really, really good. Massive improvement on the old regional business class. Can't wait for them to introduce this to Adelaide and all the other cities where the old product is still flying. This is the thing that I absolutely love the most about Singapore Changi Airport. You come off the plane, you're straight into the terminal, you're not covered, you're not treated like a sheep and have to go through security. It's fantastic. We love it, don't we? Yes. Thanks for watching. If you like that video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and then if you haven't done so, please check out my channel where you'll find a whole lot of other reviews and more on the way. In the meantime, as always, happy travels.